why we have something instead of nothing. The atheist is clueless about these questions because your worldview doesn't permit you to go beyond that scope of the here and now and what we can see in Testament 2. But why is there something at all?
You know, the Israelites are in the midst of a battle, and the story claims that God stopped the sun in the sky so that the Israelites could, continue doing the battle or whatever the fuck. Men!
Wow. So then we believe that God created the whole universe out of nothing from his word. Pretty big, pretty impressive. Now, how big and impressive do you think it is that now God can stop the sun? How hard do you think that would be?
Alright, these people are like, there was a talking snake, there was a talking donkey. A woman gave birth and she was a virgin.
How? Well, you all agree on one miracle, right? The Big Bang. Science says, grant us one miracle, the Big Bang, how everything got here, out of nothing. But then God isn't great enough, isn't strong enough, isn't powerful enough, isn't amazing enough to have a virgin give birth, give sight to the blind, heal the leopards, multiply loaves. Why is any of these things too hard for God? If we're talking about the same God that's almighty, but you don't believe in God, but then you make a caricature of God, and that why could he do these things? It's so illogical. No. Making a stone too heavy that you can't lift it, right? Making a square circle, those are, illogical, right? It doesn't make sense. But to stop the sun, that's nothing.
Men wrote that didn't know how anything worked yet. These are the same uneducated people who thought that a man could survive inside of a fish for 3 days. They weren't.
Who said he survived? Said he went to Sheol. He could have died and then been resurrected. Oh my goodness, this guy's even crazy. Yes, okay, God can raise people from the dead. Jesus did it multiple times. He gave his disciples power to do it. Okay? So life does not just end. God has the final say. He can bring back someone to life. And if he wants Jonah to survive inside of the whale, he can do that too. Nothing is too impossible for God. And you say they're so uneducated. Why would they put these things in this? Okay, so then you think they're thinking to themselves like, the Red Sea just split open. Wow, this is a normal day. Let's go tell our friend Bob, and then he's gonna be like, yeah, that's what usually happens day to day. The Red Sea just opens every Thursday afternoon at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. No, they're miracles, right? It's God putting his hand into the equation, right? Things work normally when God's just like, he's just stepping back. But when God wants to intervene, he can suspend the laws of nature. Oh my goodness, he just broke it. What? How can he do that? Okay, so what happens with gravity if I'm holding my phone here and then I drop it? What should happen according to gravity and science? Oh, it's gonna drop to the ground. But what happens if I catch it? Did I break the laws of gravity and the laws of science by catching it? No, but an outside agent can do something in the whole pot to change it, to make it different. And then you can let it go again, and then the sea collapses back down to Pharaoh's men. But that was evil too, because a bunch of slave owners wanted their slaves back, and then God's judgment fell on them. And why is God so unjust? But where is God in all this injustice? How long? How long?